Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Rogers Kakasungura YouTube channel. Kuna watu nimekuja kugundua, niligundua kitambo kwa sababu mimi nimekuwa nikiwaambia, there are people who used to pretend that they fully understand what leadership means. When they were out of government, they used to think that running a government is like running a chicken farm. They used to think that running a government, running a country is like running a church service. Or in any way, they thought that running a country's economy is like managing the church offering. Little did they know that it takes wisdom, devotion, and some bit of thinking to manage a country. Ladies and gentlemen, you know, when I look at what is happening today in this country, I do not ask myself questions, but instead, I blame the stupid Kenyans who could not reason beyond hii token ya kupewa, hii 50 bob, hii ya kupewa tu 50 kwa barabara 50. I will never sit, and I've said this several times, I will never sit to sympathize for Kenyans who are, even after being warned several times, did not listen. But then, as we speak, ladies and gentlemen, fuel is retailing at 180 shillings per liter in a number of regions, and up to 250 in the interior parts of villages, Kondani. Now, I want to play for you a video here. And after that video, I will advise accordingly. I have a video, and I want you to take your time. You can even take your pen and paper. You jot down the points raised in that video. And thereafter, I am coming back together. Me, unajua watu wanasema kaka unachukia Ruto. I don't. My only mistake is speaking the reality and raising valid points. Because I always back my analysis with concrete, not only evidence, but concrete evidence. So, ladies and gentlemen, wherever you are, I want you to sit, you relax, take your pen and paper, write the points. Myself, I am also going to write down. I want you to write the points raised from this video. And then after that, I'm coming back, we talk about them. And this is the video.
Tuko katika hali ngumu katika taifa letu la Kenya. Bei ya mafuta ndio hiyo imefika 135. Mimi nataka niwaulize wale walipatiwa majukumu na rais, subcommittee ya cabinet ya serikali yetu, waketi chini kwa njia ya dharura, watoe advice, ndio tujue tunaenda vipi, ndio tupunguze haya mambo ambayo yanazidi kuwagandamiza wa Kenya. Kamati pia ya bunge ya mambo ya energy, waketi chini pamoja na waziri, watueleze na waeleze Kenya na watoe advice kwa serikali ili tuchukue hatua ambazo itasaidia wa Kenya kupunguza hali hii ya kuongezeka kwa mafuta ya petroli, ambayo itaongeza yale mambo mengine mengi na kuleta hali ya maisha kupanda gharama katika taifa letu la Kenya. And everybody, there are people who have been assigned responsibilities by the president. It is time for them now to assume those responsibilities, provide advice to government so that the right decisions can be made to manage the current situation where the prices of fuel are going up, and the relevant committee of parliament must also summon an urgent meeting, work with the ministry to make sure that we manage this situation that is rolling out of hand because of the current situation in the nation. Tunataka tushirikiane pamoja, tutafute suluhu ili tuweze kwenda pamoja na kupunguza hii hali ambayo iko katika taifa letu la Kenya.
Sijui nicheke, sijui ni There is a slogan in my native language, tunasema kwamba siasa ni nonsense. In another translation it says politics is so stupid. My goodness. Paka nimeshindwa kuongea. Anyway, from that video I've written about 5 points. Mimi sijui wewe umeandika ngapi. Nimeandika 5 strong points from that video. Now, the video you've just watched, mtu anazungumza kwa hiyo video is not a stranger to you. By then, the person speaking in that video was the Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya, William Samoei Ruto. He was advising President Uhuru Kenyatta and his brother Raila Amolo Odinga. That video was taken on September 2021 when Ruto was running his campaigns. And at this time, according to his thinking, he was convinced that President Uhuru Kenyatta has failed in managing the rising cost of fuel, which in return propels the rising cost of other commodities. Now, in short, from this video, the Deputy President, William Ruto, in that video, was giving a strong advice to the President, Uhuru Kenyatta. And at this time, the fuel prices was at 135 shillings per litre in 2021 September. Now, Ruto is now the president. He is now in the shoes of Uhuru Kenyatta. By then he was the deputy, and now I'm happy that he is now fully in charge. He is now fully the president. The shoe that Uhuru Kenyatta wore by then is being worn now by the person giving the advice. I woke up this morning to fill my car or to fuel my car, and I paid 180 shillings per litre. At a time when William Ruto is now the president, the cost of fuel is retailing at 180 shillings per litre. In 2021, when he was advising the president by then, the cost of fuel was retailing at 135 shillings per litre. Now that Ruto is the president, these are the points William Ruto raised in that video. Number one, sub-cabinet committee ya Jubilee to urgently sit and advise so that we know how we will be moving forward. Now, as we speak, William Ruto has a full cabinet. He has appointed a cabinet. He has appointed committees in parliament. I now want to advise him, because by then he was advising the President Uhuru. But because he's a man who doesn't remember what he says, I'm now going to use the video to advise him accordingly today. I want to petition, or I want to command President William Ruto to instruct, or not William Ruto, I want to command the cabinet, the sub-cabinet committee of Jubilee government to urgently sit and advise the President William Ruto, so that as a country we know how we are going to move forward. Point number 2. Wakati wameadvise so that tupunguze mambo ambayo yanazidi kukandamiza Wakenya. Subcommittee or sub-cabinet committee ya Jubilee inayoongozwa na mawaziri wa serikali ya Ruto waitishe kikao cha dharura ili wapeane advice so that we know how we are going to move forward. Point number 2, ndio tupunguze haya mambo ambayo yanazidi kukandamiza Wakenya. Tuache kupembelezana ndugu zanguni. Let's lay it bare as it is. Tuache kupakana mafuta. Tuongee ukweli, na ukweli utatuweka huru. Raundi hii ni kuambiana ukweli, na ukweli utuweke huru. Haya, point number 3. I want to advise the Kenya Kwanza government that the Parliament Committee of Energy should sit together with ministers and explain to us Kenyans why we are buying. Does that English exist? No, it's buying. Let me repeat. I want to advise the Kenya Kwanza government, led by William Kipchirchir Arab Samuel Ruto, aka Bishop, to urgently sit together with ministers to explain to Kenyans why we are buying, yes, this is now the term, where we are buying 1 liter of fuel at 180 shillings, and give advice to the government so that it takes action which will help Kenyans to lower the cost of fuel. That is the advice I'm giving this morning. Point number 4. Those people who assigned responsibilities by William Ruto it is their time for them to now assume those responsibilities and provide advice to William Ruto. Hey, hii injili leo inaingia kuingia. Let me repeat. Those people assigned responsibilities by Ruto, it is their time now for them to now assume those responsibilities and provide advice. Lastly, relevant committees of parliament also should summon an urgent meeting, work with the ministry to make sure that we manage the situation of buying a liter of fuel at 180 shillings. I think I should repeat myself. I am advising, because now Ruto is not in the position of advising himself as how he was advising the president. I am now taking the... Apana. Let me put it like this. Because now Ruto is not in a position of advising himself as he used to advise Uhuru by then. I am now taking up the responsibility that Ruto had by then and advise him now using his own advice by then to advise him now. Hey, what a tongue twister. Relevant committees of parliament should now, in fact by 12 p.m. today, they should summon, because William Ruto alikuwa anasema akiwa deputy, he could use the term urgently. Urgently means acting now. So, Mr. William Ruto, Mr. Double Speaker, Mr. Lies, please, it's now your turn for your relevant committees of parliament to urgently summon a meeting and closely work with the ministries to manage the situation. Kufikia hapo, kama unasema ati kaka nachukia Ruto, then I think your head box is missing something. God bless you. Asanteni sana. See you in the next video.